Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Miami Dolphins versus Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
On first down, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 4. Now a first carry for their fullback.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offensive coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Wilson on first down. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that this team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Allen's throw is complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins.
When they've needed to play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back on. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Throwing now is Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. And again, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Once again, hope everyone out there has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Settling down now to watch Thursday night football. But let's take a look ahead to what's coming here on the rest of this holiday weekend. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they'll get set to tangle with the Minnesota Vikings. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. 2nd and 8 coming up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He finds his man complete. That's Castillo. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Flushed out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. The quick slant caught. And he'll be out of bounds.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Singletary, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills draw a bit closer. Extra point attempt to come here. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Thanksgiving night, you are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Ground, McCaffrey. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This is McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
105 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake in the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll try and run with their fullback. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
kick is indeed good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now down by 6. Just over a minute 40 to play. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Allen. James has got it. Complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now Allen. Not much there. Only a yard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Allen. Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Throwing is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. One final try here for Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Now Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Allen to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.